A big day in Switzerland on Tuesday. The International Olympic Committee announcing that the Russian Olympic Committee has been barred from the 2018 Winter Games in Pyeongchang. Now, that does not mean that Russian athletes will not compete in the upcoming Winter Games. They will just do so as a neutral athlete under the name Olympic Athlete from Russia. Not a full ban on Russian athletes, not a free pass either, a kind of half-measured response from the IOC.
It is, Faizal. It's not a perfect, there's no perfect solution here because otherwise you could end up sweeping up clean athletes and prevent them from going to the games, which wouldn't be fair. The IOC would have considered that, throwing Russia out entirely, in response to a report on systemic government-sponsored doping, which is, there are mountains of evidence that this happened. So it is a bit of a half measure. Athletes who have doped before, identified as dopers in the past, will not be able to go. The Russians can't use their flag. They can't play the anthem. So not a perfect solution, but a tough penalty. And now we see how Russia is going to respond to this.
Well, I think that's the question that everyone's waiting for. Obviously, no response on Tuesday. Belief is that at some point Wednesday, Vladimir Putin will respond with maybe pulling the team out or a statement in general. What do you think, or what is the response from Russia you believe is going to happen?
Well, I think what everybody has to understand here, Faizal, is that this plays domestically maybe in a different way than it does internationally for Vladimir Putin. And the Russians have not ever acknowledged that any of this is true. They've denied this up and down. And in the press conference, we heard Russian reporters talking about the evidence. Where's the evidence? The Russian people doubt the evidence. So if that's the posture, that this is some kind of anti-Russia conspiracy, and that plays well domestically, then there's a possibility that Vladimir Putin says, we're not going. By not throwing Russia out, the IOC gave the Russians the option of walking away and saying, we're innocent, we are victims here, this is a conspiracy against us, and that could happen.
We are not walking away from this one just yet. I imagine plenty of reaction will come in the next few days. For now, though, the Russian Olympic Committee barred from the 2018 Winter Games. Athletes will compete as neutral athletes. Thanks a lot, Stephen.